expecting the whole pose for your thumbnail thing. But anyway, I'm going to try something different today. I'm thinking I'm missing something. Anyway, Cliff Ravenscraft here, vlog episode number, I think it was 235. I'm looking for my water bottle here. Anyway, I'm gonna try this whole live handheld vlogging from my new phone to see how that works for creating a YouTube vlog episode. The only thing is I'll need to go in and find a way to download this for my archives, because I do keep archives of everything that I do for my vlog. I like to have digital hard copies, if you will, of things. Anyway, man, I should have brought something to set my phone down on. Did not think this one through, my friends. Anyway, how are you guys doing? This is the first time in a very long time I've ever used the whole Facebook Live sort of platform. Whenever I go live, I've typically done Facebook Live. And the only thing is, though, is that, let me see if I can sit this down here on this yarn. Look at that. That'll work. All right. So, trying to frame this thing. How about if I just, I'm right about here? That looks good. Okay. So, where am I? It's Friday. It is November 9th, 2018. It's 6:15 in the evening. And I think this is like day 11 of me successfully waking up at 4:30 in the morning. And today, no nap. Typically like to get a nap in at some point during the day, but I did not today. Interesting little side note. I had somebody reach out to me on Instagram. They said, okay, I would love to know how on earth you are able to get yourself out of bed every day at 4:30. And she's like, what time do you go to bed? I mean, it's like, seriously, how do you do this? And she was being serious. It was actually a very serious inquiry. So one of the things that I can tell you guys is that my desire is to be in bed no later than 10 p.m. And if I can go to bed earlier, if my scheduled commitments or my lack of scheduled commitments will permit it, I like to go to bed even earlier. If there's nothing going on that the family has planned in the evening and stuff like that, I will go to bed very, very early. So I'm not afraid to tell you about what I'm going to tell you here in just a moment. Last night, I went to bed. I think I went to my bed and laying down in bed around 6:30 p.m. Now, I laid there and I think I watched a little television and stuff like that. But one thing I can tell you is my wife came in and she said it was 8 p.m. and I was sound asleep. My guess is that I probably fell asleep right around 7 o'clock. I was exhausted after a very long but very productive day. Absolutely loved what I've been working on, and got so much accomplished. And I just feel really good about this whole shifting things back to getting that early start in the day. So yeah, last night I was asleep by 8 p.m. Absolutely, for sure. And yes, I did sleep all the way through until 4:30 this morning. So that's a lot of hours of sleep. I don't always get that many hours of sleep. It's not even my goal to get that many hours of sleep. My goal is to I try to never get less than 6 hours of sleep. 6 hours of sleep is plenty for me. I prefer 8. So somewhere between 6 to 8 is awesome, but no less than 6. Now, what I will tell you is that I have gone to bed. This is my 11th day of getting up at 4:30 a.m. There were 2 different nights during this past week. One night I was up until just after 11 p.m. and I still woke up the next morning at 4:30. And there was another night that it was like 12:10 a.m. when I laid my head down on the pillow to go to sleep. Now, at 12:10 a.m., I will tell you, probably by 12:11, I was probably sleeping. But so it was a little bit after midnight. So if that's less than 6 hours of sleep, actually it's just a little under 4 hours and 30 minutes of sleep. I woke up at 4:30 a.m., wide awake, jumped straight out of bed, feet on the floor, up and around by 4:31 a.m. And that morning, what I did is I got dressed. I did my 2 hours of creativity, that productive, most productive hours of my day. And at 7 o'clock, that morning when I only got 4.5 hours of sleep, at 7 o'clock, I laid down on the couch and I slept for another 2 hours. And don't feel bad about it. It's like, you know what? But the thing is my goal is to get up at 4:30 every morning, and it has been easy. So that's that's my bedtime. 10 p.m. is my goal. I don't always hit it. Sometimes it's 10:30, sometimes it's 11, but my wake time is always 4:30 a.m. now. And if I can make it happen, yeah, I have no qualms about going to bed at 7 or 8 p.m. And you know what? I'm in a season of life where that's literally possible. I don't have little kids to help put in bed or anything like that. We have one child that's off at college, so she's not here. I have a high school student who has a job, and I have a middle school student. And, she's, it's not a big deal if I go to bed at 8 p.m. sometimes, or even earlier. So, yeah. And the interesting thing is that I also know that I'm blessed to be able to be full-time self-employed. My wife works with me in my business, or our business. So it is not an issue as far as getting to spend time with her. In fact, we work out together most days of the week. We have lunches together. We've been doing lots of extra business meetings together. So lots of exciting things. I think I just saw a chat from Charles. Let me see if I hit this little button. Can I see the chat? Some chat messages such as potential may not be visible, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I don't know what happened. Oh, there's the chat. Okay, so Charles is saying, does Stephanie ever complain about the early bedtime? My wife doesn't like it when I do that. No, Stephanie does not complain about it at all. She loves the free time to sit down and read and be alone. That's something she enjoys. I think she would probably be upset if there were tons of things, like we had little kids and there was all kinds of things going on and stuff like that, and she could really use my help, and I'm up there going to bed at 7 p.m. Yeah, that would probably frustrate her. But like I said, we're in a season of life where, our kids are self-sufficient at this point, for the most part. And, she does go to bed around 10:30. She waits up for my son to come home from work. He works at a local grocery store. And so she does wait for him to come home. There have been times she's like, hey, do you mind going out and picking up Matthew from work if his car's broke down or something like that? And I'm like, no problem at all. And those are those nights where it's like, okay, I only would ever go to bed at 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m. If there's nothing else on the schedule. I'd run it by Stephanie first and stuff like that. But quite frankly, we're in a season of our life where it's not a big deal that she's married to an old man who likes to go to bed early. So yeah, that's not an issue at all. I was really concerned about waking Stephanie up in the morning, but I will tell you, I have perfected my ninja skills. So one of the things that I've done, I'll show you guys this. I'll walk downstairs. So, we share this massive bedroom upstairs, and we got this amazing 2-sink bathroom. We have the master suite in our home, and I love it. But for my 4:30 in the morning routine, this is, by the way, if I come down here, this is what it looks like when you come down the steps of my house, when we come down to the basement. That's the Next Level Studio back there. And this is the bathroom in here that is normally for my work space and stuff. But you can see down here, I've brought a toothbrush down here. I've got some travel shaving cream. I'm going to have to go get myself some more Harry's shaving cream. I brought my travel bag down here. I got a thing for my contact solution. I take my contacts out downstairs so that I can put them on down here in the morning. I've got, just everything I need to get ready in the morning. I come down here to get ready now instead of getting ready upstairs in our bedroom. Instead of our the master bathroom. You get the idea. So, I have become a ninja at waking up, getting out of that bed, and not making a sound. And my wife is a very light sleeper, but I ask her every day, "Hey, did I wake you up this morning?" And she's like, "Nope." And so it's all good. I think I've perfected it. What else? I think that's it. Things are going great here. I just wanted to do a personal vlog for today, but quite frankly, didn't feel like doing it on the regular camera, pulling it over to pulling the SD card over and doing the whole footage that way, and then editing the opening and the end off and fixing the thumbnail and then uploading it to YouTube and all that stuff. I just wanted to see if I can pull off a quick and easy on the fly vlog episode. So yeah, did you watch this? Let me know in the comments. If this thing was fine for my personal vlog updates, I may actually use this workflow. And then I just have to remind myself to go in tomorrow and download the recording of this so that I can have a digital archive for my backups. Anyway, that's it. That's what I've got going on. I see a little X button up here. I imagine the X on the screen is what I need to do this. John says, how do you handle stress of not being able to go to sleep? I don't have that issue. I usually, especially once you get up at 4:30 in the morning, going to sleep at night is a non-issue for me. So if you're having issues and stresses of getting to sleep, then you probably want to look into why that is. But I just can tell you I have not had that. I can tell you right now, I did not get a nap today, so I've been going since 4:30 this morning. It is 6:30 right now. Stephanie just took our youngest daughter to a school dance, and she will be back here in just a moment. And I believe we're going to watch a television show together. It will take everything within me for me to stay awake during that. And I will. Yeah, I am going to stay awake during that show. But I can tell you right now, as soon as that show is over, I'm going to turn the light out. I'm going to lay my head on the pillow, and I will be out like that. So if she gets here by 7, I'll probably be asleep by 8:30 tonight, 8:30 p.m. Crazy. I'm such an old man, but I love it. But tomorrow is Saturday, and I'll still be up at 4:30 a.m. tomorrow. And I'm eager to spend the first 2 hours of tomorrow doing something that I know is going to be extremely awesome. Doing in my first 2 hours of my day from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. They're for whatever I want. I love it. Anyway, guys, I'm out of here. Until next time, I encourage you to take everything you do to the next level.